Alright, well, hope everyone's having a happy new year and that type of stuff. Here I've got our next phase of the project. Basically just trying to figure out how to rig up the exhaust and everything. We're going to need a couple items. So, this is what we got. Alright, so as you can see, we got our three major pieces. We've got a 250 amp alternator. Now I went with a really big alternator to make sure that I have plenty of power for any fuel system upgrades and big fans, and because essentially the plan is to eventually have a transmission cooler that runs on an electric pump, and then a differential cooler, and then you'll have to have your fuel pump, which will probably have two of those, and then a fan, and then maybe a fan or two on the coolers. So we're going to have a lot of electric things at high usage, so we need something pretty big. And so that's a 250 amp. And then we got just a simple power steering pump. It's one without the reservoir. We'll get a reservoir later, but that way we can remote mount much smaller setup there. And since we found out that we did have enough room, that we don't need to go to the Corvette depth for all the parts, because essentially if you went Corvette depth on everything, your alternator becomes $350. This guy, water pump, would end up being about 200 some, and this one would stay the same. But anyways, everything just becomes more expensive when they think you have a Corvette. So what we ended up here is our water pump is from, I believe, an L99, and that places the radiator outlet to up in the top, whereas the truck one comes straight up and the Corvette and F-body ones come straight out on this side. So by having it over there, it works a lot better for the radiator setup, and this should work with the truck pulley, because the L99 is set out just as far as the truck is. But anyways, that's what we got. This will be a real quick and short one because I'm still not feeling all that well, and it's insanely cold outside, and cold and not feeling too well don't go together. So hopefully I've got enough content saved up to keep videos going until I feel better. So thanks for watching, and we'll get to installing these later.